As you guys remember, I had that snapper with the snapperizer thing that I got for free the other day. I didn't want to mess with it, so I just put it online for like 50 bucks. Some guy says that he wants it. I just left it on my driveway, told him that when he was ready just to come and take it, and put 30 bucks in an envelope that I left under my windshield wiper. He just came. Let's see if he left me 30 bucks. There you go. Man of his word. Good honor system these days, huh? That nut Scott Keller says it's worth 400 bucks. 400 bucks my butt. Can't even sell the whole thing for 100. Not even 50. Took me a whole week to get 30 bucks out of the crap, you know? Junk. Yeah, baby, what's going on, man? Look, everybody, it's Frank the UPS guy. Frank, say something nice to everybody.
What do you want to hear?
Just say,
It's the best.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Frank the UPS guy. Man, that's a nice guy. Frank the UPS guy strikes again. Right after I just sold that snapper with the snapperizer for 30 bucks to this dude who just picked it up, I got a text message from Frank the UPS guy. He says that there's a push mower right here near my house, like 4 or 5 blocks. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm not gonna! I'm gonna! He said it was on Rotterdam, or near Rotterdam. This is Manchester. And right here is Rotterdam. However, I don't see anything. I don't see anything at all. Could it be that somebody's got it already? It's bloody unlikely. Can you believe it? I drove right by it. Didn't even see it. It's a quantum engine. Craftsman. Mulcher. Cool. Sell a mower? Pick one up. For free! That's right, free! Oh, hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. As you just saw from yesterday, subsequent to the video upload yesterday, that's what happened after I already uploaded yesterday's video, you know. Frank the UPS guy gave me a tip, found another push mower on the side of the road. It was camouflaged so well I couldn't see it. I was just driving by. It's like, where? I don't see anything. And then driving back, I'm like, oh, there it is right there. Some guy wanted to see or pick up that Troy built, the one with the vibrating deck. I'm okay with selling it for just 300 bucks, you know. As long as they all know the carburetor leaks a little bit and also the spindles and blades may need to be changed. Other than that, ride's fine. So I'm okay with getting rid of it for 300 bucks. Parked it outside, waited for the guy to come. He never showed up. Gave me some lame excuse this morning about how he had to take his roommate to the hospital or something. I mean, it could be true, but I'm not taking too much stock into it, if you know what I mean. Lousy day today. It's drizzling right now. It's cloudy. It looks like it's going to pour. I've got a bite on one of my last push mowers in my van for 60 bucks later, you know, 1 o'clock. Another guy's going to come by and check out my Murray Select, the one with the 13.5 horsepower in it. That has an engine swap in it from the original engine, which is the grinded down valves, you know. Sold another thing on eBay last night. This is the steering column boot off an LT 4000, the one that I stripped. Mondo Mowers number 2 out of the 7 tractors that I got through the trade. So I got like 17 bucks for this. It'll cost me like 4 or 5 bucks to ship. So 10 bucks, 12 bucks, whatever. Like I said, you can make money all day with eBay. a maintenance supervisor from a local high school around this area, a couple of towns over. He came to look at this thing yesterday. I had it listed for $675 on Craigslist. He offered me $625. I says, absolutely. It runs good, you know, good tractor. He left me a $50 deposit, and he's supposed to come tomorrow morning with a trailer to come pick it up. This is the Murray Select that a guy around 1:30, 2 o'clock is going to come look at or pick up. That is, if it doesn't pour. And parked outside my gates is this thing. Spindles and the blades, they vibrate. And also it has a little bit of a carburetor leak. But it has a fuel shut-off on it. $300 to whoever wants it. This is what I picked up thanks to the tip I got from Frank the UPS guy. Has a quantum engine on it, and yesterday when my son was here playing basketball, he was asking me about, so exactly what are you going to do with that thing? So I was telling him, you know, well, first we're going to see if it starts, you know. So, you know, you pulled it, didn't start, but there was like no compression. Then we looked closely, there was no spark plug, so I put a spark plug in there. The boot was really loose on the spark plug, so I crimped the boot, you know, the metal part that goes onto the end of the spark plug. Snapped it on there, primed it, still wouldn't start, right? Took the filter off, did some go-go juice in there, and it fired up. Smoke flew out, and it stopped. So it needs a carburetor clean, and also this did not have one of these things. The handle is loose, so I just put that on there. It's a pretty solid push mower, you know. I think carb clean would probably get it fixed, you know. It's in decent condition. What the hell? What the hell is going on here? Are you kidding me? What the hell? That's completely preposterous. Oh, that's a sprinkler pipe. Ooh, I hope they break it because I really could use them to fix my sprinklers. My sprinkler head over there doesn't really work all that well. That's all I need is for the town to screw it all up. Oh, it might be. I got a notification from PSENG. Well, at least he put a... I know.
I didn't see everybody this morning. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning.
Well, at least they put a tarp down to make it nice and neat. Oh, well, that's interesting. Huh. See you later. I guess they might put concrete there to... You know, they might put concrete around there. That's what it looks like to make it structurally more sound, you know? I don't wonder if this is everyone. Let's see. It's always an adventure here in Long Island. Daily activities, So it does look like everybody's is like that. All the poles. Well, that is interesting. So methinks that before I get cracking on buttoning up that one, as you guys know from yesterday's episode, it didn't take me very long, but I got that engine started. I want to see if it runs later, meaning moving forward and backwards, the transmission and all, so I can better kind of gauge on what I'm going to do with it. Whether I'm going to strip the whole thing down and just keep the engine, or should I actually, you know, fix that up and take the deck off of the other one and put it on here, you know? I want to just see. But I have a feeling that since we're selling push mowers so much, I don't think it would take much to get this going. So I think I'm just going to clean this carburetor real quick and see if everything's good with it so I can at least list it and sell it. There's no real rush on that one, so I'll do this first. So let's see how much we can do here before it starts raining, because it does look like it will rain. So for the quantum engines, all you need is a 5/16 bit, a 3/8 bit to remove the carburetor, pliers to remove the hose clamp from the fuel line, and that's all you need. Oh, and a 1/2-inch wrench to remove the bottom bowl nut. It's pretty easy. It's one of the easier carburetors to work on. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. This assembly, I mean. And actually, the mower itself is a very old mower, but there's not too much rust on it at all. Whoever had it kept it in the garage or something. So this base just comes right off, and it's relatively clean. And this channel here doesn't seem to be too damaged, because you get the primer leaks. Forgot to get a thing. Just wanted to tilt it more so my back doesn't break. Oh, fuel's gonna pour out. Damn it, forgot to get a clamp. With my old age, I'm forgetting things all the time. Switch this over to the 3/8 bit. Get the carburetor off. And this just requires a little twist. There it is right here. Get some old rags and socks, which is what I have. What do you guys think? You think the carburetor is going to be dirty? It's pretty easy to turn the screw, with the nut I mean, which is good. Means that it's lubricated with some type of fuel or water. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Aha! Holy cow. Black. Now, it could be a fuel gas mix. I doubt it though. Could be stabilizer, but it looks like a mix. That's what it looks like. Oh, wow. Look at that. It's like maple syrup. That's crazy. Blocked. It has that black stuff right in there. It's not going to work with that thing like that. So I'm going to poke it out with a pin. I use some torch tip cleaners to clean out this nut. Ding! The gasket was in very bad shape, and also the gasket was like on here, hard to get off. I'm going to put this back together and see if it works. Hope it doesn't leak. I have a feeling it's going to leak. I removed the needle because you can see on the sides of that needle, there's like this gummy stuff on it. And that's going to catch on the walls. So I got to smooth that out, otherwise it's not going to easily move in and out. Same goes for the canal. Got to make it smooth. So I'm using a Q-tip just to clean it out. So I've got the carburetor all taken care of here, I think. Only one way to find out, just install it and see, you know. Put that bend back there, make sure you have the O-ring that's on the intake manifold. I just plugged in the fuel line. Makes it easier when you do it now, so you don't have to bend the fuel line. So I got the fuel line on here, got the carburetor on there, and as I said, the gasket was in complete disarray. So I have this new gasket, see? I got a bunch from my friend, subscriber Samuel Sandoval, at Red Oaks Mowers on Instagram. Go check him out. Tell him Henry sent you. Big shout out to my new subscriber, Ernest McDonald from Nobleboro, Maine. He bought 4 stickers, 2 of the OG ones and 2 of the new ones. Also a shout out to Chris Harlow from Louisa, Virginia for buying a sticker. He had some trouble with a tractor that he had, asked me some questions. I helped him out a little bit. I don't know whether or not it'll work, but I guess he appreciated the advice. So he DM'd me on Instagram. If you guys want to follow my Instagram, go check it out at mowersblowers. So we'll send those stickers out to you guys as soon as I get some stamps. I am short on stamps for sure. And they don't even have vending machines for stamps anymore. You gotta go wait in line, catch coronavirus, and then die just for getting stamps. So as this coronavirus is kind of calming down a little bit, I really haven't missed a beat other than the fact that it's been inconvenient wearing masks everywhere I go, but coronavirus or no coronavirus, man, what would I be doing? That's right. I'd be wrenching anyway. So, you know, this screw really seems funny. It's not going in right. It's not going in right at all. It doesn't feel right. Not at all. This one doesn't either. This one's not even. This one feels like it's not even going in. Not even going in. See, it's not even. Is that stripped? Holy cow! That would suck royally if it was stripped. Maybe I just didn't have it on right. That's strange. It just doesn't feel right. Okay, that one went in. This one feels strange. Damn. Well, only one way to find out. Let's try it out. I don't have high confidence this will work. Let's see if it primes. I don't feel anything too good. Not priming. This whole thing felt hinky, you know? Just felt strange. I don't think it'll work. Yeah, it just doesn't feel right. And I don't have any more of this. That doesn't look good. Doesn't have much oil in it either. Got a partial quart of Lucas oil, SAE 30. Just going to top it off, about maybe 10 or 15 ounces. Lawnmower engines usually take about 20 ounces. I'm going to have to take this air filter base back off again because it's not priming. I think it's just hydrolocked, so I'm going to let it run for a little bit, see if it burns off. I've been priming this for a while and it doesn't seem to be coming out. Took the cover back off. I'm just going to check the primer bulb. Push these two tabs in, see, with a screwdriver. And just pry it out. There's a screen under here that could be clogged. As you can see from the screen, it looks okay. If you look at the primer bulb itself, there's no cracks. Primer bulb's good too. You can use like a socket or something to push it in, but this is fine. Gasket looks good. So I put it all back again. See if it primes. Ooh. It primes. Shoots it out. Let's see if it starts. I'm gonna let it run for a while, see if it smokes. So it's been running for about 5 minutes. I just mowed this section and it was smoking pretty good, but then after like 2 or 3 minutes, stopped smoking. So that's good news. Means that the smoke was only from the excess hydrolock with some oil in the muffler. After that burned away, it no longer smokes. It actually runs pretty good. I actually might have a bag for this. So it's been running for a while. So far so good. Gotta prime it every time you start it though. Let's just see. Excuse me. Primed it. So I got this bagger. My friend Larry gave it to me, he found it somewhere. I did some research on it and it's supposed to be for a Craftsman like this, but I think it's for an Eager 1, the older ones. Yeah, you never know. Just see if it fits. Ooh. It sort of fits, not really. That thing is too short. If this thing was shorter, it would fit. So, this is good to go. Just gonna put the air cleaner back on and give it a little bit of shine. Not shine, but you know, just make it look better in a picture, you know? So it primes well now. Stays running, doesn't smoke anymore. Just gonna spray it down and wipe the crap off. Should clean up pretty well since there's not really a lot of rust anywhere, you know? It's actually in decent shape. Decent! Hey, doesn't that look much better? I'm just going to take some pictures of it on my lawn, put it in my van, and list it, and maybe somebody will buy it. I'll list it for like 85. I'll take as low as 50. Oh man, am I glad to get rid of that ugly mower. That was the high wheel one with the self-propelled that only worked on one side. I had it listed for 75, sold it for 60. Scores! I love it how this goes, you know? Because like yesterday, you know, I sell my snapper for 30 bucks. Then in the same sentence, I go out from Frank the UPS guy and pick up that green mower that we just fixed today. And sold another mower, put the green one back in to replace it, you know? So it's like a cyclic situation here, a cyclic routine. That you find a mower, you sell a mower, you find another mower, you fix a mower, you sell another mower, you know? Free! So I'm back from selling that mower, glad to get rid of it. Since we fixed that mower today, I still have some time. Let's see what we can do with Let's see if it drives forward and backwards. See if the transmission works, huh? Let's start this up. Choke. Could it be the battery? It's a new battery from Advanced Auto Parts. Yes, it is only a 160, and this thing was charging most of the day yesterday. It's not connected now. What on earth is going on here? It's got 12.43. It should start. Anything over 12.4 should start. Odd. Well, I guess I could do the valves and see if that helps to start. I'm sure it'll contribute. Problem is, it's kind of a pain to take this hood off with the Murrays. I'm going to try to do it without taking it off. That's right, I'm a badass. As you guys saw, I just did a valve adjustment right on the spot. They were both out of whack. The intake was a little bit more out of whack than the exhaust. But I think I got it taken care of, and let's just see if it starts a little easier. Other than that, I'll have to put a trickle charge step battery again, you know what I mean? But I don't know why the battery wouldn't hold better. It's a brand new battery from Advanced Auto Parts. Okay, let's see. Put the spark plug back in. Put the thing, okay. It does spin easier, but now it's not starting. Alright. Let's see if this thing rolls. Well, guess what? Transmission doesn't seem to be working. Stepping on the clutch, putting it in the first 6th gear, and letting go of the clutch. Nothing. Nothing. Reverse. Nothing. and the axle is not spinning. It's in gear and the axle is not spinning. Let's see if the engine starts easier now. It was the valves that make the engine start easier, so I'm glad we figured that one out. Maybe there's no belt. So the belt is here, right? But it's... it's not on the pulley. All right, well look, I'm gonna have to put this tractor on its side and figure out that drive belt. But in the meantime, I've got a guy who wants to come and see my Murray Select. But I need to first put my Troy-Bilt back into the backyard. Choke. Haven't started this up in a while. Looks like it might rain. Fuel shut off. Check for gas. Gas. Take a peek at the Earl. Plenty of Earl, clean. Okay. Remember, this is the engine that I did a swap on. This is from the Craftsman LT4000 Mondo Mowers number 2. So a guy came to look at my Murray Select. I have it listed for $475, and he just came and loved it and gave me a deposit of $200 for pickup on Saturday. So it looks like I'm getting rid of that Murray Select. Scores! I think they're just putting concrete on there. There's nothing wrong with it before. So those guys were not putting concrete in it. They were actually putting wood preservative, which they say only lasts about 30 years. Now I know this thing has been in here for at least 20 years, because that's how long I've lived here. And I guess after 30 years or so, they gotta put this together. To better see the bottom of it, I'm just gonna lift it up. Shouldn't really be able to turn this. You know what I mean? I bet you it doesn't have the keyways in there. So the belt wasn't connected.
Still not sure if the transmission works, but all I know is the belt is not on the pulley, see? And you can't put the belt on a pulley until there's a bracket here that's touching this. And it's on the other side. I don't know how the belt got off with that thing there, you know what I mean, on that side. So I have to move that bracket so I can fit the belt around. As you can see, I put the belt on around the pulley. Over the tensioner pulley here. Now it's nice and stiff. Goes all the way through here and around the top drive pulley, double stack. This is for the mower deck, which it doesn't have. Now, I'm still bothered by the fact that this wheel can freely spin. It should not be able to. Maybe it is. I'm going to take this wheel off and see if the key is in here. The key in the keyway. I removed the washer and the E-clip, and sure enough, the key is in there. See, if you move it, it moves the axle along with it. So I'm going to flip the tractor right side up again, and we're going to start it up again and see if it drives. I have to put this silly thing back on again. So I figured out why the belt would not stay on the pulleys. It's because the frame is actually bent. And so this idler pulley here was like all the way up here. And so it's guiding the belt to come off. And when I look closely at this whole frame, right? Check this out. It's been jigged. Got some kind of a patch job going on here. The entire rear axle is cracked and fractured everywhere, rusted out. There's a makeshift little bracket that's holding the transmission on. So this whole thing is like super wobbly and stuff. Like I said before, when I first got this thing, I said this thing is very wobbly. Everything wobbles. It's just not sound, you know what I mean? You can see inside there, the frame, it's all rusted and rotted. There's holes everywhere. Swiss cheese. So this makes my decision actually pretty easy. I'm going to dump this tractor. I'm going to take the engine off and save it for something else, right? And I'm going to strip this tractor completely. Transmission seems to work. you know, so I'll keep the transmission, rear axle, pulleys and stuff, but I'm going to keep the engine, take the wheels off. I'm going to dump this tractor. It's too bad. I thought I was going to be able to save it, but, you know, we saw it was in rough shape anyway. But as long as the engine works and we got a tranny, seat's good. So I'll save the hood. You guys saw the lights actually worked, huh? Amazing. So lights, wheels, front end, hood, rear wheels, rear transaxle. The seat's still good because the Murray seats are made out of rubber and they pretty much never go bad. My seat on my Black Beauty is exactly the same seat. 20 years now. Looks new. Well, not new, but it works. I'm going to take all that stuff out. I'm going to remove the engine, gas tank, ignition, solenoid, wiring harness, throttle, battery, and then dump the rest onto the curb. I'm not really missing out on anything. Didn't have a deck in the first place, know what I mean? But the engine, having an engine is like gold. Not the best outcome. What are you going to do? Thanks for following me along today's episode. I'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.